What is hacking? A wide variety of operations that try to attack computers and networks by locating and then taking advantage of security flaws are collectively referred to as hacking. Using social engineering. Hackers have the ability to fool you into exposing personal or financial information by posing as someone else and using various psychological techniques. Introducing malware into devices. Malware may be installed on a user's device by hackers. Recording key pressers. Some software enables cybercriminals to monitor each keystroke a computer user types in. Making computer zombies. A link between the victim's computer and the hacker's system is established when the victim runs a program that appears to be harmless. Once under hidden control of the victim's computer, the hacker can use it to conduct crimes or disseminate spam. Business espionage. Hackers may occasionally be inspired to act by the desire to steal trade secrets from rival businesses. Spying on politics. Nation governments are able to use hackers for political ends. The background of hacking. Hackers were first viewed as technological gurus with a primary focus on customization and optimization. Hacking increasingly grew to be connected with criminal activity as cybercrime developed, got more sophisticated, and expanded throughout the globe. The earliest hackers were curious in how they might investigate, enhance, and test the boundaries of already developed systems. In the 1970s, computer hacking persisted but evolved into telephone hacking. Phreakers, or phone hackers, attempted to take advantage of operational features in the recently entirely electronic telephone switching network. Phreakers were able to trick the network and place cost-free long-distance calls as a result. It's interesting to note that before starting one of the world's most renowned computer firms, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak reportedly used marijuana. Personal computers started to become more readily accessible to the general population in the 1980s, expanding their use beyond companies and academic institutions. A considerable surge in computer hacking was caused by this expansion of availability. With the U.S. Federal Computer Fraud and Abuse Act's passage, the law began to take this new reality into account. Kevin Mitnick, Kevin Poulsen, Robert Morris, and Vladimir Levin were prominent hackers during this decade. They were found guilty of crimes like stealing proprietary software, defrauding radio stations into giving away expensive cars, and even creating the first computer worm and the first digital bank heist. The hacktivist collective Anonymous rose to prominence during this decade, revealing government secrets and spearheading online campaigns they claimed served the greater good. Governments, major organizations, and computer juggernauts labored arduously to upgrade their systems in response to both hacktivists and the rise in cybercrime. To keep up with hackers, cybersecurity professionals are always coming up with new ideas. What various forms of hacking are there? There are three subgroups of hackers: black hat, white hat, and grey hat. White hat hackers are seen as moral hackers, whereas black hat hackers have malevolent intentions. Between the two are grey hat hackers. How does ethical hacking work? The goal of ethical hacking is to find holes in computer systems or networks. However, as opposed to malevolent hacking, which aims to exploit those weaknesses, ethical hacking aims to create countermeasures that address those problems. By using appropriate cybersecurity practices, you can defend yourself against hackers. Be on the lookout for phishing. Avoid giving in to this temptation by not opening emails from unknown senders, never clicking on links in emails, and never opening attachments in emails. You should also delete any emails you think may be spam. The information you transmit over the internet leaves a digital trace. Keep gadgets safe. Always use a secure PIN, a distinctive gesture, or fingerprint recognition to lock your devices. Stay away from dubious websites. Only conduct transactions on websites with current security certificates. These websites will begin with HTTPS rather than HTTP and display a padlock icon in the address bar. Disable any features you don't use. Certain phone functions can be used by hackers to track down your information, location, or connection. You have no direct control over the security of a public Wi-Fi connection when you use it to surf online in a public setting. Any data you transfer over an unsafe network will be protected by a VPN. Use a reputable antivirus program. Make sure your gadget is running the greatest security software available.